So welcome back to my channel, my brothers and sisters. I am just here today and I am actually planning to harvest some of my cucumbers. So if this is your first time to my channel, please consider like, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for a lot more update. So for all of who don't saw my last harvesting, my last cucumber harvest, you guys can check back. Today made 1 week since I harvest my cucumbers, and I am going to harvest the rest of them today, some more of them today, because it is not all of them. And as you guys can see, my cucumbers are drooping a bit because I am getting a lot of wind, so it is actually blowing the cucumbers around. But some lovely ones is actually on the plant, and I am going to harvest some of them today. Right there you guys can see, right inside of there and right there. And coming down over here, I had some very big ones, as you guys can see right there. Some very lovely ones is actually on this side, and some of them is actually lying down, hanging over the roof. So right there you guys can see some lovely ones are actually here. You guys can see two of them is actually right there. So I am going to go ahead when I am finished. Right there you guys can see, looking lovely. And some is actually hanging up, but those one though not ready as yet. You guys can see a big one is actually right there, all around my viewers. So I am going to go ahead, and I just harvest some wonderful Scotch bonnet pepper. You guys can see right there, looking beautiful. So I am going to go ahead now, and I had some more cucumbers over here as well, inside of there and over inside of this container right there. You guys can see two lovely one right there as well. So I'm going to go ahead as well, my viewers. I'm going to harvest some of the ones over here, and I'm going to place them in this bucket, my viewers, and I'm going to wash them. So the cucumber has some small stuff on it that kind of scratch some of the time. So I'm going to put them inside of the bucket. So these white stuff and the cucumbers, my viewers, kind of scratch a bit. So as you guys can see, if I rub my finger there, they will fall off. So I'm going to put them in the water and I'm going to wash them. You guys can see it is floating right there. I'm going to snap this one as well. And look how big is these cucumbers, my viewers. Very, very lovely. But the ones that actually hang up, my viewers, I cannot cut them while holding the camera. So I had to put down the camera and harvest them, and then I will take back you guys and show you all of what I harvest. I'm trying to look for one of them over here. Okay. So here you guys can see. So I am going to finish and harvest all of them, and then I will show you guys what's going on. So stay tuned. So I actually finished now, my viewers, harvest, and you guys can see that they fill up the bucket, but it is not really fill, my viewers. It's just because they are actually floating on top of the water. So I'm going to wash these ones, and then I will put these ones in the container and wash them as well. So I use two of them to hold on the plastic because the wind is blowing. So I'm going to go ahead and wash off the cucumbers. Then I will place them on the plastic, my viewers. Look how lovely. And I started some seeds yesterday, my viewers. So for all of who don't saw my transplanting video while I was transplanting my tomato, I started some more cucumber seeds and some okra seeds as well, my viewers. These cucumbers are so lovely, very wonderful. And last week, my viewers, not yesterday, last week I harvest 27 pound of cucumber from my plants. I don't sure how many is this week, but I know that it is not so many as last week, because last week was the first bearing, so it was a lot and it was very wonderful. So if you guys didn't saw that video, you guys can just go back and watch that previous one. But I had two massive one. They are very big. Right there. Look how lovely, my viewers. Look on this one. Very big. I sure that this cucumber may be weighing over a pound. Maybe. So I'm just trying to take off the dirt off of it. This one was lying down on the top of the soil. So that's the reason why it is looking like that. But it's very wonderful. And I think that I am actually going to show you guys how I am going to fertilize back my cucumbers since I harvest some fruit from them. I never fertilized them last week, my viewers, so I think that I am going to fertilize them this week for they to actually bear more cucumbers. Look how lovely. Very huge. And I still had a lot more in the container right there as well to wash. So I don't think that I am going to give you guys, I am going to wash all of them and show you guys. I may be going to show you guys after I finish, so you guys can stay tuned. So here you guys can see my views and it is a lot of them and some big ones actually here, looking very wonderful. This one is rolling away right there, you guys can see. And I am going to show you guys over there how many cucumbers is actually still leave on the plant. Right here you guys can see right there, that's 3 of them right there, that's 1 of them right there, right inside of there, up there as well, coming over here, 2 of them right down there, a lot of them right there, all around my viewers right there, you guys can see right there, right down here. This one is actually looking like, okay, I'm going to let it stay for a bit longer. Coming up by the top right there. So a lot of cucumbers are actually still on the plant, my viewers. You guys can see that one up there. So a lot of them is still on the plant, but I'm going to let those stay for a bit longer, and over here as well. So a lot of them is actually still on the plant, my viewers. So I'm going to go ahead now. Wow, I forget 3 of them right here. I'm going to wash these 3 as well. I really gave thanks for these cucumbers, my viewers, because they are bearing a lot. Look how big is this one. This cucumber is actually way over 8 inches long. Right there. And this is another beautiful one. Right there, lovely. So here you guys can see, this is my 16918 all-purpose fertilizer that I purchased at the farm store, and this is the way it is looking for anyone who know. And here you guys can see I had 3 buckets of water and they are not filled right up. And you guys can see inside of right there I had some goat manure right there, and this is the way it is looking. This is goat manure, my viewers. So what I am going to do, I am going to put some of the 16918 fertilizer in the 3 bucket, and then afterwards I am going to try and mix it out. So I'm going to put 2 handfuls inside of that bucket, 2 in each bucket. Okay, so that is it for now. I'm going to tie up back this bag right there. So I'm trying to wash my hand right there. So as soon as I finish, my viewers, I'm going to wash my hand with soap. So I'm going to use this right there. This is a cane. So I'm going to try and mix it out, but it is not going to mix right out, my viewers, but most of it going to mix out in the water. And then I'm going to add the goat manure inside, and then I will take it and water my plants so they will get the fertilizer directly at this moment. And there you guys can see I bucket up the cucumbers, and those are my beautiful cabbage plants right there. So I gave an update on those as well, so you guys can just go ahead and check out that video. I would really appreciate it so much. So stay tuned. So here you guys can see I actually add the goat manure inside, and this is the way it is actually looking after I add it inside and right there as well. But what I could do or should do, my viewers, I should have let these containers sit for overnight, and then I water tomorrow morning with this water. But I think that I'm going to do it now. But if I did let it sit overnight, it would be better for the plants. But I think that I'm going to use it now, and I'm going to add back water inside of the containers and let it sit overnight, and I will continue with it tomorrow as well. So this is the way it is looking. So you guys can see that's the water right there. The water is very brown, my viewers. So there you guys can see. If I let it sit overnight, tomorrow in the morning it will be way more darker than now, but it is looking one